downtown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Watch it now, Barney!
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Martin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he spins past him and into space. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Gun!
They'll set up a throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want to
offer mine.
Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll get it up the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
All right, now, look at 56.
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Breida, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that, but in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Martin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Solomon Thomas in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the... Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 14-10. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll look to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Olivier Vernon in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Let's go. White 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Flex round. Flex round.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And his kick is good. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Here's Robinson.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A deep ball for Ellington. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught. It's Ellington. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What? 9!
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Scott, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
To throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Second quarter in Cleveland. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Now back to throw. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. His second sack now of the afternoon. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 49 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
This is McCaffrey on the give. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll drop to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now he's forced out left. And he finds a man. It's Martin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go. Brad 38.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Campbell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. High throw, but he makes the catch. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus. You know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
Let's go. What? 9.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And taken at the 46. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Gone!
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his target, Samuel. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December,
giving.
Right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception.
And he's across from a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there. Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Panthers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See fine break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm